Hey everyone, my name is Tyler, and welcome back to the St. Saviour's Virtual Youth Group. Happy New Year! I hope that everyone had a safe and wonderful Christmas. I know it probably looked a little bit different this year, but what we're all doing right now is so important for the health and safety of everyone. If this is your first time joining us, then welcome. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button below, as well as the bell icon, so that you get notifications every time we post a new video. You can view all of our previous youth group sessions on our YouTube page, as well as all of our virtual and live stream services. Well, let's get started. Today's topic is all about embracing the new year. To start off 2021, I thought we would focus on resolutions. Now I know that the word resolutions is sometimes daunting or intimidating. I like to think of them more as goals. It is important to always be setting new goals for yourself throughout the year, but New Year's gives us a fresh start and hopefully new motivation to achieve those goals. Sometimes New Year's can be a time to reflect on your goals from the previous year and see what you have accomplished and what you're still working towards. Sometimes our goals from last year aren't really working for us and they need to be adjusted so that they become more attainable, which leads me to my next point. When we are setting new goals for ourselves, it is crucial that we are really focusing on setting attainable and intentional goals. Goals are meant to be completed, different from a dream or a wish that might seem farther out of your reach. A goal is a plan. There is an end in sight, and it might take a week or 6 months to complete, but it is important to remember to set attainable goals for yourself. Your goals also need to be intentional. As an example, it is one thing to say, I want to read more this year. That's a great goal. It's attainable, but not very intentional. Instead, how about saying, this year I want to read 25 books. Now there's a measurement that you can hold yourself accountable for as you move throughout this year. Intentional goal setting shifts the focus from the outcome of the goal to enjoying and engaging in the actual process of reaching your goal. It is specific and traceable. All of these points are a repeat from our very first session back in September about goal setting and using the SMART acronym.
Goal setting is a powerful tool in increasing productivity. In fact, setting goals can increase your productivity by 11 to 25%. But actually setting and working towards goals can be challenging. So let's get smart about goals. S. Specific. Ask yourself what you want to accomplish. And most importantly, why? M. Make it measurable. Are you able to tell when you've reached your goal? A. Attainable. Goals should stretch you so you feel excited, but within your current ability. R. Relevant. Set goals that are going to positively impact your life. Does this goal fit in with your other life's goals and dreams? T. Time-based. A goal with a time deadline will create a sense of urgency and give you the energy you need to complete it. Finally, once you achieve your goal, it's time to celebrate and set the next goal.
Okay, back to New Year's for a second. January 1st, as we know, doesn't magically erase everything from the year before. As much as we would have loved to leave COVID and all of the hardships that happened in 2020, it doesn't put an end to all of the bad things or start us on a fresh new path at the stroke of midnight. But it also doesn't erase the positive work you've already put into some of your goals. Don't think of January 1st as a starting point necessarily, but as a checkpoint. A time, as I said before, where you can reflect on your current goals, adjust them, tweak them if you need, create new ones, and plan how you're going to achieve them before the end of the year.
Hope. Such a beautiful thing. I love that we want more. I love that we're able to look around and see the opportunity and the possibility. I love that we know we can pick up a pen and change the script, rewrite the ending. That's why the new year is so powerful. Because with it comes hope. It forces us to sit down and think, reflect on the delta between how we're living and how we could be living. And anything that sparks a light in us is worthy of our attention, but also worth examining. Because here's what I want. I want those resolutions and those plans to materialize. I want the new you to start its incredible evolution. I want the journey to begin. But I also want you to understand why we so often miss the mark with this vision for tomorrow. Because the truth is, you will wake up January 1st and everything will, for a moment in time, feel new. As we turn the page, we are refreshed and invigorated. But new has a short lifespan. New eventually gives way to the same realities we've dealt with in the last chapter, the same struggles, the same obstacle. So no, the answer to change is not novelty. It can't be. Let's not latch on to something that will slip through our fingers like grains of sand on the beach. Let's change the way we look at sustainability. Let's take the complex and make it bite-sized. See, there's nothing more discouraging than wanting the moon and realizing every day that although you're climbing and climbing continuously, you have no moon to show for your work, for your ascent. That mentality takes your progress and dresses it up as a loss. It disguises your gain as not good enough. In fact, it makes it easy, when life starts suggesting other plans, pointing to old routines, to wave goodbye to that moon and jump right back into the chapter you thought you left. To truly change is not to focus on the outcome, but rather on the little steps that make the outcome possible. Your New Year's resolution is not to be the fittest guy or girl at the gym. It's to say yes to the physical activity every day. When you don't want to and when you do, when you're busy and when you're not. It's saying yes every time you're called to duty. Because looking like a model next week is impossible. But saying yes when the world is begging you to say no, now that's doable. Resolutions fail because we resolve to be the hero but omit the hero's journey. Wanting more is beautiful. Thinking bigger is incredible. But this year, let's remember that those who obtain big things don't think of them as big things, but as little consistent commitments, as showing up and saying yes. Look, life will never change just because the calendar flipped. No, life is going to change because with the refresh button came the yes. The yes every day to one or two small things. And while most drop out, while most eye the discrepancy between where they are and the goal, you'll move forward, knowing that the only goal is to not quit. As Eckhart Tolle says, do not be concerned with the fruit of your action, just give attention to the action itself. The fruit will come of its own accord. So no, I don't believe in the new year, new you. But I do believe that if you're serious about change, the current you already has everything it needs. It's just waiting on you to look at the little things differently. To realize that when you're always focused on the finish line, it can do more harm than good. And your results, they will come. But not because you said yes to the finish line. No, it will come because you said yes consistently to each step that brought you there. And that's what's been missing. That's what matters. And that's why this year, this new year, will be the gateway to something spectacular.
How are you gonna own this year? What are you gonna do this year to make things happen for yourself? It is very cheesy, but I always love the quote that says, 365 new days, 365 new chances. I think that it is so important to remember. Every day is a chance for yourself to grow, to improve yourself, a chance to learn, and a chance to move a little closer to achieving the goals you've set for yourself. Will you waste a day? Yes. Will you sleep in every once in a while? Probably. It is up to you to take those goals or resolutions or whatever you want to call them and put them to action. The freshness of the new year brings a new enthusiasm and energy. So whatever comes your way, today, tomorrow, next year, remember that you have in you what it takes to overcome it. Happy New Year! Thanks everyone for checking out the St. Saviour's virtual youth group. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you never miss a video. Stay safe and stay home, and we'll see you next time.